Now, let's understand masking in Adobe Premiere Pro. Masking is used when we want to hide, reveal, or isolate a specific part of a clip. It is commonly used for hiding objects, blurring faces, creating reveal animations, color corrections on selected areas, text effects, visual focus. A mask is simply a selected area inside your video. Anything inside the mask remains visible. Anything outside the mask can be hidden or modified. First, select your clip, then click this icon here, and you'll see 4 mask tools available. Let's start with the rectangle mask tool. Click it, then drag on the program monitor. Now we have a rectangular mask. By default, you'll see a transparent colored overlay. You can change this color using the mask overlay option. Choose green or other colors. Select none if you don't need the overlay. This helps you visualize the mask area more clearly. You can also enable or disable the bounding box. Move the mask. Adjust the anchor points. Using these handles, you can resize and reshape the mask easily. And this control allows you to adjust the feather value of the mask. Increasing the feather creates softer edges, resulting in a more natural and professional looking effect. Inside the Effect Controls panel, you'll find detailed mask settings. Here you can adjust position, scale, width, and height. Rotation, anchor point. These controls give you precise adjustments. Now let's see the real power of mask. Go to the project panel. Go to the effects panel. Here you can see many different effect categories. For example, under video effects, you'll find a wide range of effects that you can apply to your clips. Now to video effects, then blur and sharpen and select Gaussian blur. Or we can search Gaussian blur here also. Drag Gaussian blur onto the clip. Now you can clearly see the blur in the program monitor. In the Effect Controls panel, this section represents the Gaussian blur properties, and this section shows the rectangle mask settings. From here, we can easily control the Gaussian blur value and fine-tune how the blur interacts with the masked area. But what if we want the blur outside the mask? In the mask settings, enable invert. Now the blur affects the outer area instead. Currently, the mask edges look sharp. Now let's increase the feather value. And as you can see, we now have smooth, softer edges. Press the tilde key to enlarge the view so we can clearly see the softness of the mask. We can also adjust the feather manually using this control point. Increasing the value further creates even softer edges. Let's adjust the more feather for a better visual result. And now, let's play the timeline and preview the effect. Let's add another effect, brightness and contrast. Select the effect and drag it onto the clip. Now go to the Effect Controls panel and let's adjust the effect values. And as you can see, the effect applies to the entire screen. To apply the same mask behavior, copy the mask, paste it onto the new effect. Now both effects follow the same masked area, and we can invert the mask to control where the effect is applied. For example, if we're adjusting brightness and contrast, inverting the mask allows us to apply the adjustment inside the mask area instead of outside. So the masks are extremely powerful for blurring backgrounds, creating focus areas, color adjustments, stylized effects, professional compositions. Once you master masks, Your edits become much more dynamic and cinematic.